do you think on what's happening in Palestine?
No.
Please.
Not my move.
What do you think about what's happening in Palestine? Quick question. Why is he running away like that, man?
You are not entitled for an exclusive state of your own, especially on the ruins and the destruction of the lives of the indigenous people that have lived there since 2000 BC. Okay? And this is the question the Jews have to answer for themselves. You want to be part of the world? Be it. You want to create a ghetto? You will not be allowed to create a ghetto in Palestine. Go create a ghetto in Manhattan or Brooklyn or anywhere else you want, if the United States government wants you to. But we will not have you create a ghetto on the Arab land of Palestine.
Mira que ya viene la revolución, para que se asustan será pa' mejor. Es el pueblo entero el que ya está gritando, viva la revolución.
Iranian nuclear weapons development.
They have turned the island into a communist hellhole.
The experiment in Venezuela has failed completely.
This is a Muslim YouTuber out in Brooklyn. I have to find out his name. I have to give him props, but he walked in the street and asked members of the Jewish community their thoughts on the Palestine-Israel conflict. I just want to play some of this and get your thoughts, especially talking about the psychology of Zionism and how people justify this apartheid, this genocide, with this victim narrative. So I'm going to play this, and then we'll get your reaction.
Will ever be peace between Palestine and Israel?
I don't know.
Huh?
Of course.
I don't know. Hopefully one day.
Could be. Yeah, I think so. I believe so. You got to think positive.
Do you think there can be peace between Palestine and Israel?
I don't think so. I hope so. I hope so.
But how can it be better? How can there be peace between both?
Everybody should say, okay, let me lenient on this and lenient on that, and that's it. Everybody should give up a little bit.
Do you think it's right for Israelis to go to Palestine and take the Palestinian homes?
I don't have an opinion on this.
No, I'm just saying,
I don't have an opinion.
I'm saying, do you think it's right?
I think it's not right to make terror attacks.
Do you justify Israel's actions towards Palestine?
No idea.
Okay, what's your opinion on what's happening between Israel and Palestine?
I'm not watching the news.
Do you justify Israel's actions towards Palestine?
What actions are you talking about?
You know, them taking people's homes and
Are they doing that?
no, like Israelis, they're taking the Palestinian
Are
homes.
they doing that? I have no idea. Are they doing that?
Yeah, they're doing that for sure.
That's really mean.
Huh?
You sure they're doing
No,
that?
I swear they're doing that.
No, I'm not. I don't live
Okay,
in America.
what about the war that's going on between Israel and Palestine?
There's a war now?
Yeah, the conflict. The conflict.
What conflict?
So you don't watch the news?
I don't watch the news now.
So what about the kids and men and women being killed? What do you think about that?
Which kids?
Palestinian kids, man. Come on, man.
I thought there's a war in Ukraine. There's another war also going on?
No.
That's crazy, man. These wars gotta stop. That's crazy.
No, there's a war. Where are you going? It's been happening for years, man. Sabah al-khair, this guy, man. They don't want to say the truth, man. Do you justify Israel's actions towards Palestine?
No.
No, right? Sir, what do you think on what's happening in Palestine?
No.
Please.
Not my move.
What do you think about what's happening in Palestine? Quick question. Why is he running away like that, man? I want to ask you a question. What do you think on what's happening in Palestine?
Learn something about.
Why is he running? Why is he running away? Question. What's your thoughts on what's happening in Palestine? Huh?
Have a good day.
Huh? Sir, what's your thoughts? Hello? You doing all right? Sir, what's your opinion on what's happening in Palestine? Huh? Sir, what do you think about the conflict between both?
I think that people have conflict when they're passionate. You know, I think a lot of people think, you know, why can't everybody just just get along, right?
Right.
So when you look at people who just say, why don't you just get along? There's the people that don't have values.
Right.
So there's the people who don't have things that they really care about.
100%.
Because if somebody's parking in their driveway,
Right.
suddenly they don't say, let's get along, right? Now, the key is, the trick is, could you be passionate, have things you truly care about,
Right.
and be able to communicate effectively,
100%.
and also be able to resolve things. Now that doesn't mean everybody getting along.
Right.
That means you have a power struggle, but you're able to do it without causing people to get hurt.
Right.
And
Without
because
violence,
if this is important for you, if this is so important for you, let's just say you have a couple that they break up, and there's a battle over custody. You say, why don't you get along? Why don't you just go give in and give up your child? That's a stupid thing to say. That's a very stupid thing to say.
100%.
You care about your child. You don't want to give up your child. On the other hand, yeah.
We're not doing anything, man. He likes the conversation.
Yeah.
We're not causing trouble, man.
Are you like police patrolling or something? You like community patrol or something? Why
No
do you
action.
we have a very peaceful conversation?
Yeah.
Just people's opinion.
That's it.
If
So
you don't like it, keep going. But you can't tell us to get out.
So they called the cops on him. Very interesting video. Comrade Falastini, your reaction to that, the psychology behind Zionism.
I need to find you a video of the same type of thing happening inside of Palestine, where this guy with this, I guess she's American or European, she interviews Israelis and asks them the same type of question. And, most of the answers are, we need to just kill all the Arabs. So it's really very, very different than this type of reaction. Let me just comment this. I was recently in Venice, Italy. And if you go to Venice, Italy, Venice, beautiful city on the water, you'll actually pass through a Jewish ghetto. The Jews, they need to decide something for themselves. They have to decide on this one question. If they can answer this one question, I think they'll have a nice, peaceful life for eternity. Are you going to be citizens of the countries you belong to, or do you believe you need to be the chosen people of God that have an exclusive state of your own? If you choose to be citizens of the countries that you belong to, you can live anywhere in the world you want. You can go to Brooklyn, New York, Manhattan. You can go even to Arabia. You are welcome to come and live in Arabia. In Palestine, we had in 1948, when the creation of Israel took place, we had 5% of the Palestinians Jews. That's perfectly fine. Our national charter, the unamended version, because Yasser Arafat and Bill Clinton changed it. And I can talk about that if you like later, if you have time. But our unamended charter from the 1960s says in it that any Jew born in Palestine before the creation of Israel, which is 5% of the population, is Palestinian. We have no problem with that. We've known that since we were children. But you, and I address the Jewish, anyone who adheres to Judaism, the religion, like these guys that you saw in the video, if you want to be citizens of the countries you live in, just like the rest of us, if I carry a U.S. passport, I'm an American citizen, and you are an American citizen. If you live in Palestine, I'm Palestinian, you're Palestinian. But you having an exclusive right for a state of your own where no one else is allowed. The Israeli constitution, you have to swear on this. You have to swear that this is an exclusive state for Jews only. If you go to Italy today, if you go to Venice, you'll still see those same characters in that video where they want to be excluded from everybody else. They want to live in a ghetto. What they've created in Palestine is a big ghetto called the State of Israel. Well, you can't have a ghetto. You're going to live with everyone else just like everybody else lives, okay? And if we have the chance to build a socialist state, you're going to be welcome in a socialist state just like everybody else. You are not entitled for an exclusive state of your own, especially on the ruins and the destruction of the lives of the indigenous people that have lived there since 2000 BC, okay? And this is the question the Jews have to answer for themselves. You want to be part of the world? Be it. You want to create a ghetto? You will not be allowed to create a ghetto in Palestine. Go create a ghetto in Manhattan or Brooklyn or anywhere else you want if the United States government wants you to. But we will not have you create a ghetto on the Arab land of Palestine.